Yo, what's up guys? Here with the next video here. Round 3 of our day with Marvin Red's deck list to his Lancia control. This round we are playing against Crystal Beast Link Spam. It's just a crazy combo deck, and the Crystal Beast cards just spam out monsters like crazy. And I always kind of thought it was a meme deck, but it turns out it's real. And so we win the roll here. And this was definitely my game to win, especially because I went first. And yeah, so we'll get into the first game here. So this game, I misplayed a couple times, to be honest. And so this is, so we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, I opened the Water Charm. This is totally fine. It's awesome having the Water Charm. You can just discard Proteus. I searched the, I searched the Shadow because I have Ran in hand already, and I also have Diva in hand, which honestly I really didn't want to have Diva in hand. Diva is just so awkward, and I'm afraid of a hand trap, so I decided to summon the Prince off the Shadow. Well, later I realized that this actually caused me to lose out on a rank 4 play, and I lost out on getting to the Pike, and this definitely came up. And so there are some ways I think I maybe could have got around it. For instance, I noticed that so I searched Minstrel. Even though he laid his hand out for the Mulan, I decided that the respectful thing to do is to check for the Niv anyways, and just go for the Minstrel, because that's what you gotta do at a regional. They're not gonna show you their hand, and so I did that. In another game state, I could have grabbed. Let's see here. I could have grabbed Prince off of that first Dragoons, built up to the Mulan. Well, I guess I would have needed. No, I think I had to do the Minstrel there so I can get the discard and search the Mulan off the Dragoon. So no, I think that this was the play I had to do, and really this was all down to the fact that Diva is just such an awkward card because if he has a hand trap, it's going straight to the Diva, and I can't rely on it. So here's my late Diva here, and it doesn't really do anything. First I tried to get Shrine because I also lost my Shrine in rotation, because I also didn't grab the Pike, and then I realized, oh, it's an Aqua, so I can't do that, and so I go back to Shadow Guard, which is just fine. That was gonna be my target off of the enemy, but it works out here. I'm thinking, okay, well, I can still Minstrel off the enemy and try and mill the Shrine. And so that's the play we go with. We're not afraid of milling, the Virtue Stream anymore. So we do summon the Minstrel here, and yeah, I'm thinking about other options. Another issue I noticed here was like, man, I would have liked to had another Synchro 10 maybe, instead of just, because I could have made another Synchro 10 here, whether it's Chenning or Gamir. This was definitely an option here, whether with the Diva and the Mulan, or with the Minstrel, or with Shadow and Ran Engrave. These scenarios aren't probably too likely, but it's just something I noticed. Now, super big misplay here. I completely forgot Mulan's on my field, and I just didn't rank it up for the Gaios. And then I also forget the fact that I lost my battle phase. So spoiler alert, I lost this game because look at that. He top deck evenly, and I'm just like, oh man, I really wish I just normaled the Diva and summoned Prince, and then sent Shadow, and then summoned Pike, and then the whole combo would just go correct. I would have had the Toad negate for the evenly, and this game would have been swept. I sold. Listen, dude, I sold. So yeah, that happens here, and then I have the Lancia, and I'm like, all right, well, we'll just let him. Like, he doesn't have a lot of cards in hand, so let's see how far he can get with me negating all this stuff. So this is when I get the Ryo out, and we'll just kind of let him play this turn out. I'm at 2 speed, but yeah. So he just kind of combos away here. Well, actually, I don't know if you guys are interested in this. So yeah, he goes into the Spriggan cards with the Crystal Beast, and he just kind of ranks up a lot, and he just spams out bodies. I don't know. Water break. So yeah, he's going here. I discarded his Thunder, that Thunder monster that they use to make like Thunder Dragon Colossus and search. Well, I guess he maybe still can search Protoss, but yeah, this deck plays like Colossus Protoss. That's really what it is. It's a Colossus Protoss turbo deck, and then the other card he makes is like one of the F-Zeros. Pretty cool card, but yeah. So he deals with the King Ryo here with the Little Knight, and that's really unfortunate because now I can't get it back. I can't get the Ryo back because it's banished. Lancia only summons from deck grave or extra deck, so I lose out on that. And now my Lancia's just kind of sitting here, which is not horrible. But yeah, so then he gets thrust here, and I thought he was gonna take talents and like use my Lancia and like link it off or something, but no, he keeps going with his plays. And so let's continue a little bit. Oh, this is about the end of it. Yeah, so he ranks up to the F-Zero card, so now he has a Monster Negate online and Little Knight Interruption, and then that set card, which I think I do know what it is, I just forgot. So yeah, I completely forget that I did not have a battle phase here. Luckily, it didn't matter because I lost anyways. But yeah, so we start going, and it hurts me because yeah, he just droplets, kills the Lancia, negates the Lancia with the Utopic, and now I'm just left on top deck mode. I think the one card in my hand was an Ash. Yeah, so then he hits me, and then I think I draw like I can't remember. Oh, he's debating if he wants to go on Zeus or not, and I think Zeus was the right play because I think I top deck a Prince, which is a crazy top deck. Let's see if I'm right about that. I don't remember. He's just checking what I have. So yeah, I do top deck Prince. So like that was the card I needed. And if he kept the Monster Negate, I definitely had an option to keep playing and going. I think. I definitely had a little bit. So. Oh yeah, he hits me one more time. It's not enough. And it looks like I just didn't draw another. I didn't draw an extender. It was still just Prince in hand. And yeah, so that's it from there. And now we'll get into game 2. So this plays a lot more normal. It's just normal Prince go, and I was so happy. Like this is what I want, man. So it looks like, so yeah, I just go Pike, discard the Prince. We're just going full combo here as normal. Yeah, I do feel like I didn't have like a good level 3 to search off the Pike. Like Minstrel's fine, it just doesn't feel great. And I'm guessing I already had Shrine in hand. Yeah, I do have Shrine in hand. And I'm trying to see what other cards I have sitting in there. I think it was Small World Prosperity. Pretty sure I had like all the searchability, all the gas, no non-engine, which is a reoccurring theme for this whole match. So, yeah, we're just going normal combo here, and I'm pretty sure this just ends pretty well in my favor. He's just I don't think he has any hand traps. I don't think this deck played any hand traps, which is really scary for decks like ours, which just, if you don't play hand traps, our board's just too oppressive that you can't deal with it, even with board breakers, if you're not messing up like I did in the first game. So yeah, and so I hit that spell both games here. That Crystal Beast spell, it like summons one from deck, or summons Ruby Carbuncle from deck, and then also puts 2 Pegasus in the back row, and then Ruby Carbuncle on summons both the Sapphire Pegasus put in spell and trap. And so it's basically like a 1 card, 3 bodies. And then into Rainbow Dragon, which is another body, so it's pretty insane. So yeah, here now we're finally going Prosperity. We're just kind of like, I'm just seeing if there's anything I can grab to like push my combos any further. I didn't want to banish a lot because I didn't need anything. I just wanted to see. Grab the Cosmic. I grabbed the Cosmic for because I know he puts Rainbow Dragon in the background, and then Spell and Trap, and the Rainbow Dragon like banishes itself to summon a guy from deck. So I just knew that that's an interaction point I can cover. Yeah, and then now we're small worlding here. Was it necessary? I don't know. Am I banishing Shrine? I think. Oh, I guess I'm trying to get to the infantry, which I think lines up with the attack points or defense. I think attack points of Ash and infantry. And I think that's how I get there. And yeah, so then we netted me for the Minstrel like we did before. Build 3. I get the Dragoons anyways, which is cool. And yeah, so we put the infantry back on top of the deck with Minstrel, and then add it off Dragoons, and then we make our we make our king, and yeah, we're just fine here. This is how our combo should have looked the game prior, and I even could have I think I even had an option just to summon Shadow there and make Gaios again, which instead of making the Mermail King, which is maybe actually the correct play. So yeah, he's just going here, and I'm feeling just fine. Um, it sucks that he forced out the lightning storm, but I can see in his hand right now he has Rainbow Dragon, so that's a complete brick. And then he has Sapphire Pegasus, which, I know once he plays down his Rainbow Dragon, I'll just hit it with the infantry, and then it's next game. So yeah, let's just get to here. So I'm just confirming how that card activates. That is a trigger effect, not a quick effect. So yeah, now here I'm just activating Shrine. Yep, and so Banish Shrine, pop that, and then on to the next. So pretty clean sweep there. And now let's get into game 3. And I will tell you, I had, I think, 18 non-engine, okay? I had 3 Imperm, I had 3 Ash, I had 3 Impulse, so that's 9. I had the 6 Charmies, so that's 15. And then I think I had double Dark Ruler and double Evenly. So about 19 non-engine. I saw 0. It was like Prosperity and then a bunch of water cards. And I'm like, that's not good. Like, I have to top deck literally, I probably had to top deck literally Dark Ruler to even have a chance. But there really was no chance, because I'm just gonna show you right here. He goes full combo and he just keeps going. He's doing just fine. And then with these two, yep, he makes the Banshee. He searches for like his Genesis or whatever they're called cards. He messed up a little bit with his end board, putting Little Knight up here. Probably, I wonder if he probably could have got to like a IP Masquerena instead. But yeah, so he gets the Utopic. He has the bodies. He searched Protoss. He tributes the Wind Guy to summon Colossus. And at this point, I'm just like, yep, nothing I can do about that. It's very similar to like Centurions and getting like deck lockdown. It was unplayable. Nothing I could do here. Yeah. And so this loss, I felt like strictly came to the fact. Again on variance, I truly believe that this was just another unfortunate variance game state where, nearly 50% of my deck is non-engine at this point. Because I think it's 41 cards and 19 non-engine in there, and I opened 0. So I mean, I could at least open like an Ash or something, but to open absolutely 0 is just bonkers. He has the Necro Valley on top, so he's just saying, no, you are not playing, sir. So he had everything, and yeah, I had nothing. So I don't know what to call this other than variance. Like, I don't think his deck was particularly. I guess you could say his deck ceiling was a lot higher than mine, but it was also very fragile because everything is centered around the Banshee. So if you just have an Imperm, and even if he has Utopic, you just wait for the Banshee and you Imperm it. Or if you have Impulse, then you just wait for him to activate the Genesis guys, whatever their name is, in hand, and then you Impulse it. And so it's all fine, dandy. And yeah, so I had nothing. I couldn't search. I couldn't special summon any waters. And there was just nothing I could do. So yeah, that was that game, guys. So yeah, we lost that one, and I don't really know what to call that. I guess here's what you could say. You could say I completely sold game 1, and due to that, I ended up losing to an unforeseen variance. That's probably how I interpret that game. That this was mine to win. I should have gone first twice here, and I didn't do that because yeah, I sold game 1. So yeah, that was the match. I definitely don't blame. This is definitely not on the deck. This was definitely a loss to technical play and variance is what I call this. But yeah, so we'll hit on to the next soon here. Thank you. Peace.